Hello and welcome back to another legendary episode of the absolutely one and only Speculation Alley. It's your boy A-Bomb here, and of course with me, as always, is my brother from another mother, Crypto Dilly. What's going on, my man?
What is up, dude? I'm super excited. We're all getting land.
How so? Let's hear this. You've been saying this for quite some time, but you are also known now as the Prophet Dilly. So, tell us, Prophet Dilly, when land, how land, and what land?
All right, so we've been following 10KTF for a really long time. Obviously, 10KTF, an immersive storytelling project about a digital craftsman in the metaverse, right? And so we're following along with some tweets, and I'm actually going to, pop this up right here. We're seeing Marshall Howen, one of the new characters, on a rock with a surveying tool. And the surveying tool has obviously a camera to be able to inspect the land. Typically, when we see in 10KTF any type of camera, usually Wagmi-san is taking a snapshot. And so this very well could be a snapshot for us to get land. And the reason that I believe that it's land more than anything else is because of what the note actually states that Marshall Howen is actually holding. It says all regional outpost marshals, reply structure, manifest draft supplies, review existing survey quantities, compass notation must be logged to the closest degree. And then it says growth, psychedelic, harsh, spirit, decay, chaos, volcanic, mineral. These are all sediment tiers within the other deed, Otherside land plots. So us being able to see this, you also have a map that's laid out with the compass, and it's showing northwest, southeast in 4 quadrants. We later see this same map on the wall in Matt Wagmi-san's, shop in the back room next to this machine with tools and the surveying kit, and it has 4 different circles around different sections of the map, and then one with an X. And so I believe that we're getting land, and then also this is a preview to what the trips are going to be. So in the first trip, we're in one location. The second trip, we're in a desert biome. I think that we're going to be in different biomes as we go through the different trips to expose us to different things, different mechanics that we're going to be able to use. And I could very well see these different tools being able to be decoupled from the land plots that are on the other side as well. So just the same way that we were able to decouple like a coda from the land, or we were able to decouple the vessel from the land, I foresee us being able to decouple the tools that are actually on the land plots to use for mining resources and different things like that. What do you think about all that?
Bro, I think we're about to find out if you're just a false prophet or the prophet, because how long you've been saying that we're getting land for, I don't know, it's been years, it feels like. It's literally, I think it's definitely been over a year, like literally, but yeah, I think it makes sense. I think you point out a lot of really interesting factors there. There's a camera. Anytime we see cameras in 10KTF pop out, usually that means there's some kind of snapshot. And as well, furthermore, it seems that, there is a lot of similarities, clear similarities between the Otherside deeds and what we just saw there. So I don't know, man. It's lining up really nicely, honestly. I'm just super jazzed. So that's what land, but when land then?
When land is a really tough question. And I think that this story playing out is really interesting because you got to think that we've been speculating that we were getting land even before the 10KTF was acquired by Yuga. So now you also have a lot of other factors behind the scenes that kind of point towards us being really involved. And one of the really interesting things about these tweets is that it says in the tweet itself, it says out here, danger is in plain sight, and there's too few of us to provide structures or structure. not plural. But I think that's a really interesting statement that Marshall Howen says, because what that kind of alludes to is that there's not enough voyagers. There's not enough people settling on the land for them to develop it out. And so it would make sense that those that are helping to develop the land are like 10KTF, the most loyal, to that project, which Michael Figge's at the top, helping develop out. And also a big crucial part of being able to build out the other side, right? And so we've said that from the beginning a long time ago. I think that it's just pointing a lot of different fingers towards this community. And also there's something within the other deed, like the actual obelisk, that states like voyagers will be rewarded. And they do say that land holders will be rewarded with that, the extra 100,000 plots. But it also talks about the developers getting a certain percentage. And the developers in this case could very well be the community, right? As they build structures.
Bro, back in the day when you first said we're getting land, I was like, I don't know, man. I like it. Pump our bags. Hashtag speculation alley. Hashtag pump our bag. That's what we do. But I don't know. It's like this is all really lining up. Like it's one of those things where like even when we had the Coda bottle in the shop and we're like, yo, dog, we're connected to Yuga, and people were still like, nah. I don't know how you can have that sort of mentality with just looking at, again, just purely what's in the photo. The fact that he's like Marshall Howen is looking out at this land. He has a surveying camera, and as well has all of the tiers that are listed in the Otherside deeds on that piece of paper in front of him. I don't know. I think one of the things I want to throw in there though is the how. Then this is how are we going to get land? And some people may speculate it's G tags. For some reason, I don't think it's G tags. And the reason why is because it's already been said that those are for PFPs. So I guess that's why I think that. But I think it may have something to do with the participation with Battletown, potentially for Season 2. Because if you think about it, if I just got involved with 10KTF and I'm brand new and they're like, hey, we're giving land to all of the people that have been here since this time, it's kind of like, well, fuck me, I guess. So it gives everyone, all of the newly onboarded projects that just got onboarded, because again, like if I just got onboarded and I crafted a bunch of stuff and then all these other people got land, I'm like, well, what the hell? So I think they may do it through the participation of Battletown. And that, I mean, this is complete speculation, but what do you think about that? And again, like you're saying, like the developers are the ones that are going to be rewarded. So if we are participating in sort of this new, I don't know, maybe even platform of Battletown, like the way it's all laid out, then would that make sense for you to say, okay, you participated, you got like badges, you got X amount of badges, or you went on enough Battletown missions to then receive a reward?
100%. I think Battletown will be crucial in, finding out who's loyal, who should be rewarded. And I think they're going to blend a lot of the different like mechanics of these projects together moving forward. And something that's really interesting that Bored Ape Yacht Club actually tweeted last week was this video, a new, beat from Jeff, which actually displays, a heavy metal with the heavy metal arena in the background, right? And so the heavy metal arena, we've speculated for a really long time about, Wagmi-san's arena, Battletown 2.0. So is there going to be a battle of the bots, like BattleBots arena, like that kind of type of thing? And, you actually see a blueprint right there on the desk of this, image, which shows a land plot, right? So is Wagmi-san's arena a big part of the heavy metal series in the gameplay that's going to be playing out? And there's a couple different references that are really interesting in this clip. You actually have, these squishy little toys in the background. Those very well could be like Kodamara's, right? You also have like the toad up on the corner, which is like the Lick the Toads game that we actually played. And there's just some different things that we see tying in really nicely with that story. And lastly, I mean, what the heck is the thing in Wagmi-san's shop behind the tent, right? Like we see last week, 2 weeks ago, Wagmi-san working on something with a screen display, and then a cord going to the back room where we see the actual finished map. And what is this machine that we're seeing? What is it?
I don't know, man. That's what like I've been scratching my head about this whole time. I think it has to be like he's building like a new living creature of some kind, and that was some of the speculation that other community members had. Like, are we just going to get airdropped heavy metal PFPs? And a lot of people said like I'd be really bummed if that happened. I would too. So I hope that's not the case. I hope it's more unique than that. And I'm wondering. I think it is him designing a new life form, and it very well could be a coda. Are we all going to get codas then? I don't know. I hope to God we are. We're getting land, codas, all of it, okay? This is what you get for being a true OG in 10KTF, everyone. No, but I don't know. I think it is a living creature, and what that means, I don't know. Like it, I don't know what kind of PFP it's going to be, but I feel like that's him building the PFP potentially.
Well, what we do know is that G tags, you have 1 hour to actually recycle starting this Wednesday or Thursday, my bad. And
No,
so
it
it's
is. It
1
is.
hour left.
It's technically it's I believe it's Thursday, but it's going to be what time is it going to be for? It's different for people. It's for Australian time, okay? Yeah, next week begins at 3 p.m. AEST on May 25th. So that's Thursday, begins at 3 p.m. AEST. That's the time zone that it's technically
Don't
in.
even know what time that is. I have got my recycling out of the way, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But please drop your comment below what you think, your speculation of what G tags will burn into, where you think this whole thing's going. 10KTF, Yuga, the Legends of Mara, there's so many different things that tie in, but we do know that there's a closer relationship between Otherside and 10KTF than anybody could have ever imagined, and it's being played out right through these Twitter tweets, and so you can look at that for yourself. But subscribe to our channel. We're going to actually be doing a conversation about this live on Twitter Spaces, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this Wednesday. So go check that out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, give the video a like, and we appreciate you guys tuning in every single week. So it's your boy Crypto Dilly, joined here with A-Bomb, and we're going to see you in the next video. Peace.